And welcome to Frey of Froofers and Little Man and Trouble Ensuing. Actually, it is the 11th of the Junes in the year of the 2025. Let me do my obligatory test because I haven't done that yet. Is there a huge delay? Why? Okay, I'm hardwired. Just gonna relax and test the chat here. How's everybody doing? Hello, welcome. Pardon me, to the circus. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. That delay on this camera is really good. Oh, geez, why? Why? Welcome to the circus. I see Rumble Studio, Rumble's running chat. All right, come on, tubes. All right, there we're picking up some speed. It's not as hot as it has been, but it is a little warm, and here we are. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Holy moly. Hey, sweet boy. Loki really wants me to give snacks now, but I know it's Wednesday, and there's workers and lurkers, and so many shows, so much to do, and anybody who takes the time to hang out in our little corner of the infowebs, you are appreciated. We're here for the dinner cookers, the worker lurkers, the I just need somebody to craft with or get stuff done. Phoenix, let's start some mindless sewing. Let me get half an hour of stitching in, and then I'll open up the concession stand regardless of what the viewership looks like. But folks know if you miss it, I think you've missed the worst part of the show. Nope. My favorite part of the show, if I do say so myself. What you doing, Loki Bug? So, just to get warmed up this... Sorry, I got distracted by the gremlin that's sitting in my stomach. I did have snackies. Snackies have been had by me at some point, but where... Phoenix, did you forget what was happening? Yeah. Oh, just some mindless sewing. Because I have not taken the time to open up the iron for the next round of pressing yet, because might as well wait till this pile is all stitched, and there are a few more things to stitch. Oh my gosh, felt cute, thought I might stream now. But I guess there's a term, or I heard this term this afternoon, which was called workplace winter, where this climate shifting between being overly dressed and sweating one's chesticles or salty ball sacks off when outside, and being absolutely frozen and needing winter garbs in the summertime. With the same being true that you wear your summer clothes to the office in the wintertime because it is so hot. Loki's singing. Does he come? Is that showing up? Is that picking up in the audios? I'm not wired in to be able to tell. But, I'm so glad this corset fits again. Actually, I guess technically a pair of stays. And unlike many of my other ones, because this has a zip in it, which is great for quick getting in and out, because in the beginning, sometimes it feels forever to do up your laces, or those pesky learning how to do backlacing, learning to tighten one's own backlacing, though not dissimilar to being able to unhook your broad from the back without needing to undo it and bring it up front and then unhook it. It's very similar to that, but it's awkward in the beginning and it feels stressful. You're like, I just want to get dressed so I can get up because I got to get out of the house. And I'm like, I don't feel like I have enough time. I'm not practiced enough at dressing and undressing. So the zip, great mod update because I'm of the humble notion that some ladies would like, sure, get faster, get the same look, everything else cool. Hey, have I not oh, you're right. You've not been reprimanded yet today. Stay in your spot. No, none of this rolling around shenanigans. All right, just stay put. It's like the only problem without the floof on the end that kind of helped to like hold it in place. I guess there's probably other microphone holders that I probably have laying around or could easily procure that would remedy that situation. But no, let's not do a but. Let's do a however. I don't know where those are and just hasn't happened yet because I'm pretty sure I have it. So I don't need it, which is why I didn't need to go to the Goodwill again today. I haven't. Phoenix, get back to your Lobot. You have plenty. And they keep having threads, which I'm sure will be gone by the next time I go there. But I'm not paying $5 for a quart size Ziploc baggie. Holy moly's. I need to redo this line of stitching because I got big holes in it. That's not going to hold together very well. My brain. Oh, okay. Phoenix is also just sewing straight lines because I'm just gonna prattle along for everybody's list. Oh no, Biffer. I'm just gonna prattle along and kick out. I should have brought the list over of what I thought I want to make an update and see what do I want to work on next. I know I am in the wanting another, because I don't currently have in my collection, some type of tiered dress. The last one I had was, I think it was linen. I got it at a vintage marketplace, some big, giant group of sellers in Toronto at some big hall place. And in the early aughties. And, oh my god, that thing, it was old when I got it, and it was white, it was cream. I dyed it purple. At some point, it's not moving, Phoenix, because the needle's in the way. Why is I... Okay, oh, you're pulling in the wrong direction. Here, why don't let me re-angle you so you're pointing towards me, because you were in an uncomfortable angle there, dude. But, alright, where are we? What? Okay. I'm just gonna stretch everything out. Get to the next. Alright, oh, this is the last, because I counted, did some stuff, have extras if something I need to make another strip, but the I have stitched enough together lengths for the quilt update that is in the pending pile currently due to needing to press all of the seams. So that is where that is. So that's pending until I finish these strips and see if there's anything else. Hello, Freya Froofers. You think I should do it now? You think we should, like, just keep it between ourselves, and if anybody else shows up and, heaven forbid, shows up in chat that we'll have to say they need to remind it? You're right. I think I could be convinced into that. Alright, you want some? Would you like some snackies? Oh, I know you. Well, I know you want snackies. Yeah, hold on. Can you do that over here? Will you sing? Can you sing? No. Alright, Loki, love. Come on, sweet Loki. Oh, yeah. Come on, big boy. Oh, come on, fluff and stuff. So good, so strong, so talented. Will you jump up here? Oh, am I out? I'm in the way. Good job, boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then everybody needs their nails cut. Alright, little man. Let's see here, Loki. Will you do it so we look good? Loki, will you make me look good? Show everybody how smart you are. Oh, look it through the legs. Come on. 2. Come on. 3. Can we do 4? Can we do 5? Oh, you want... Oh, look at that. 5 loop-de-loops and a jump onto his chair. All right. We're going to be in the home stretches. Good boy. Oops. Good boy, Loki. Oh, they missed. All right, one more. Okay. Concession stand is now closed. Sorry, folks. You missed it. There was snacks early, and oh my gosh, I am going to have to go back. It's not very long into the show, but that was clippable. What other station do we have a cat act as cute as these guys? You tell me. Alright, I do need to keep eye on the snack sack so it goes to its appropriate next destination. Because the other morning, woke up and holy moly, Loki fluff in the mic stand. I guess that's just the forever vacuuming. Somebody found where I'd had the other snack sack hidden and helped themselves to the entire rest of the bag. So we'll go up to 1 empty bag of cat snacks. Alright, you need a little bit. Oh, said snacks. Oh, it's just my lapis rubbing against my belt. My azul lapis, my blue pencil. Yeah. Why? Oh, it's still... Are we getting closer to the abscess rupturing? Or is it just going to continue to fester right now? I don't know. I just know I need to make stuff and pick stuff up and put stuff down. It's something I know how to do, and I would be lost if I didn't do it in some way, shape, or form. Which, yeah. Which is why I didn't eat any more fabric. But accidents happen. Oh my god. I know there's like nobody here, and but it's like every 1950, 60 granny fashionable lady under 90 like bed jacket thing. It feels terrible on the inside. It's complete polyester, but on the outside it's got that just that short pile plush nap to it. It's very pettable. So we'll do a little a snap front with just short poofy sleeves. 'Cause I've got plenty. And we could do a pair of pants or a night. I think we could make a whole 3-piece nighttime ensemble for $225. Couldn't help myself. I think I'd seen it before. There was some person scored. I'm looking. I dropped pieces. There it is where you fell to. All right, we are back in stitches because I don't need to show off all the goodies yet. Loki, welcome to Only Cats, where we have cats and have hopefully not too many catastrophes. But it is so much fun around here. I make myself laugh. Or else I'd be in the corner crying. But I was told once that laughter and jokes is a sign of a well-developed coping mechanism, so I'm just gonna lean into that. Yes, I'm well developed. Okay. Oh, the first one, Phoenix. You know it's like this. There's so many streams. And Wednesday, people have lives and do stuff. But there's a lot of stuff I don't buy because I need to take the time to make it. So I have other costs. But this is a good pairing. It was much goodness to the feeding of the ego for my styling and sewing skills. What? The tension doesn't know what it wants to do right now. The thread has a mind of its own. Oh, did I say what I'm doing? I'm sewing strips because, circling back, because I am a squirrel of my stories today. Let me hold on, folks. I can't stitch and speak right now. This is not saying speak and spell. This is stitch and speak. Sure. Okay, I got the stitching down, but Phoenix, where were we? Oh, I'm sewing these strips because I had extras, which I was hoping I was going to have because there's going to be some type of that's a skirt, and I haven't decided. Actually, the answer, Phoenix, you know what the answer is. It's called both. I would like a patchwork tiered floofy skirt dress, summer dress, and I want a solid colored one. Okay. I need to rethread because there was schmooze on the thread. We didn't need that going through our needle. And these people who are saying that they're going to buy a new needle, just, hey, open up your machine and clean it first. Do you clean your machine as often as you change your needles? Yeah. Oil. When's the last time you oiled your machine? You gotta take pride in your tools. And that means knowing how to maintain your shit. Hello, William! Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? I'm sure you're like, it's good to be out in the burbs. I don't know. Oh, they're making everything seem like a disaster, but I did literally watch the Adidas store get walked through, and that poor family jeweler. I know, look at us. I'm not turning into a quilter. I'm just sewing 4-inch blocks. I swear, I'm still a garment maker. Oh my god. Did you get a storage unit just for your jackets? This is my jacket collection. Don't throw your shit, Phoenix. I hope you've been good, that it's not too hot. Fires already. We've had there's fire here, fire there. There's a little fire everywhere. Is there a right side or a wrong side to this fabric? Yes, okay. You change your needle with every project. But do you clean? I'm going to go out on a limb. You're also a little bit better about cleaning, or are you not cleaning your machines? We don't have Killer here right now to yell at lies from Big Needle. I don't, but the way I go through needles when I'm doing the embroidery sewing, they just break on their own, so that counts as changing my needle. It's broken, so I have to change it. Oh, I know, you live in the burbs, so it's just a normal day. That is good. Yeah, it's good to just have a little space. It's close enough, but I don't have to be right there all the time. Okay, yeah, so what do I have in what do I think we might work on and or complete? Sewing this pile of blocks, which, I don't know, 10, there's like 20 piles of 8 and 8 together. I have traced, because I'd have to reprint the original, the 1840s stays here, so those need to be cut out and pinned onto. I think I have more of the dandelion ploof fabric, so I think I'm going to use this as the base mock-up layer, because I think we've got the woodlandy print and the polka dots in reserve. So I don't want to cut into those yet, but they're both yeah, this one also they said it was 2 layers, so we'll basically do the exact same construction we just did for that one. So this, yeah, we'll review those steps when we get closer to that. Holy moly, I do not enjoy this hormone brain. This fucking sucks. I need to do something about this. All right, that was enough about me. It's nice that it's a little bit cooler. It's only 80. Going from 80 to 100 literally overnight, that was a challenge. So, it's nice that it's cooled down a little bit. But then there's the 80 in the daytime and 40s in the nighttime. Oh, the desert. William, are you making an... Let me guess. Are you prepping to make another jacket? Oh, things are stuckily. Oh, Loki, thanks for being on camera. I'm so glad I got that monitor so I can see how cute you are. Oh, we didn't. I've been saying to myself for like 3 days, Phoenix, you need to readjust that. There. People are going to think you don't tidy up there if it's been rolled over for 3 shows and I haven't fixed it. Oh, I also want to play with how we'd started the box pleat on the ribbon. I think I want to do one that's just a single pleat in a contiguous direction. We'll get back to the box. I just want options. And if we're going to do that for a project, why have one lace pleated detailed type when we can have 2? Oh, William, you did take advantage of the empty streets, though. You went to a semi-local thrift store and bought a sewing machine. Of course you did. Oh, good. Oh, did you get a beauty? Oh, and for the record, I'm always working on a coat. I was like, when all else fails, guess coat. Which I guess if you had to take, somebody had to guess, the chances of Phoenix making another corset or support garment are quite high. They're not all I make, but we have made quite a few. But they're so much better than these stupid modern brassiers. Support wear, comfort who. Yeah, alright. Craziness. Much better. This is much better. Why get your shoulders dug into when you can wear a hug? I just don't get it. But actually, I do, because you can't, it's very difficult to purchase one that feels as good as the ones I've constructed for myself. I don't feel good enough to even think about considering wanting to attempt to consider sewing corsets for others. I would rather teach you how to make your own. I don't want to be the only one who knows how to do this. And I only know how to fit this one awkwardly shaped human. Alright. I am just cackling away to myself. Oh, no, not to myself. Thanks for being around, William. Ow. I'll check. I have to find I'll figure out what Saturday I can swing by again. Because you guys are hopping over there. Excuse me. This girl just needs her beauty sleep. Or I am. not a pretty person. I wish that I hadn't dropped my little snip somewhere. I also pulled a hoop. I haven't made a spider web since last year, which means I have not sewn a spider web on the new water soluble stabilizer. So I think that was on my list. So that is something to sew. There is this new corset. There's these tiered dresses. I think I would like one that is, of course, absolutely over the top, with the bottom tier length being 25 yards and then going downwards from there. And then I want one that is not quite that big. Williamies, I say that to people all the time. If you're my height, I've got a ton of clothes. If not, I will teach you. Yeah, exactly. Because I know I keep being told, and I have to look and style my clothes. I feel like I say this every year, and I don't take the time to actually take out all of my clothes, see what I feel like pairing together, what might I like as an addition to the wardrobe, and then where am I gonna put everything? Because it just goes from fabric to clothes, and the net volume didn't change, just its location. Oh, well. At least I know this about myself, and that is fine. Oh, maybe this is going to decide itself. I think for my sanity's sake, we'll do the shorter length tiers with the patchwork one, because that means I'm not going to need to sew as many patches and do all that ironing. Fudge that. And we'll do the over-the-top one in a solid... Okay, so this is the next dilemma. We'll do the over-the-top one with some of the amazing lengths that we got from in December last year from the going out of business sale. Do we want to do the red faux, or the faux? It's real red. It's red, but it's faux shot silk poly with the white, like candy cane. Do we want it brown with that like iridescent-y light poly brown? Do we want to save the brown for like a 19 teens tiered dress? So then we've got something to wear over our underwear. What? I know what? Okay, fine. Allie, I know you're not here, and I don't know if you're listening, but I hear you. The answer is Phoenix. Why decide between any one of those combinations when we shall make all of them? Okay. All right. Noted. Hello, horror. Speak of Canada, not Canada appeareth. I hope you are well, good sir, and I hope that as you peruse the Rumble Direct RTMP stuff, that it makes streaming less, that it becomes more enjoyable. I know, faux anything, yes to everything. Exact. I know it. Like this is not the crowd to bring up. Do I have to pick to make one of these when I have the materials to make all of these? So then the answer is really, you will make all of them. It's just the next question is, which one do I want to make first? Yeah. What is stuck? Why am I stuck in this spot? Okay. Let's do this again. Oh, you won't be streaming again for a few months. Okay. I will be well. I will. Well, thanks for. Okay. Good to know. You were working so hard. You needed a break. I hope things are good regardless, and we'll still be. I think we'll still be here. Bart. Well, who knows? Unless I get carted off or some other disaster, which. Oh, am I getting stuck here? Yeah, I got too much to sew to not stream because it keeps me in check, keeps my streaming consistent, and it helps to make sure that I get all my projects done. So it just, they need each other. Like I hear tea being brewed, like a throat to a cat to food. Oh, that is a segue. So, it's true. Yes, Horror Rumble headquarters is in Florida and not in LA. Nope. Which is probably just as well right now. Oh, right. It was dry food time. It was time for the cats to get dry food. Oh, now that we're less glitchy. The beginning of the show, I felt really slow. Do I need to readjust? Are my settings too? Am I maxing out my frame rate and do I need to adjust? Maybe we don't need such high quality visuals. Except, oh right, that's the story I was getting back to. Shook the food bag to let the cats know that I was gonna feed them dry food, and got their bowls to them in their crates, as one does, and I'm looking out the window as food was being had, and who comes trotting on by? Little Oreo. So I freshened up Oreo's food bowl and some water. Oh, they're such a messy, hungry cat. They just dump their food bowl because they can't get in there fast enough. But I wonder where all their... do they have... Okay, random question that brain needs to put coherent words together for. I wonder what their number of middle and western continental located servers are relative to the number of servers located on the more easternly side. Undumpable pet food bowls. Yes, I might need to upgrade from the paper bowls, but they're not... Oreo doesn't live here now. At the moment, we're just trying to make friends so that we can get them fixed. There's been no... They haven't signed a contract to be an inside cat yet. So. But hello, Rico. Welcome. How are you this Wednesday? I am just doing a little stitching of 4-inch blocks for a garment because even though there's a quilt that we're working on and these are could be quilt blocks. This is a circus channel. Oh, and I am working on 8-inch strips or 8-inch sewing blocks for a garment. The final garment is going to be a tiered skirt, which I guess that means I can. Yeah. Yep. So that is what we are working on currently. If we get bored, we can cut 1840s stay pieces out so that they can be. I think bobbin ran out. What's going on here? No, definitely bobbin run out. Where's my bobbin box? There we are. No, I see bobbin thread. What's going on here? Nope, that's just me for whatever reason. Oh, what's everybody else working on? Okay. Oh, you know what? Since I was being a brat, let me just pop off this and take my broom. And because I'm in here changing bobbins, I'm just going to give a quick little brush out to the mechanics. All right. No Loki fur currently in that portion of my sewing machine. Okay. Oh, I'm 17. You're going to start to learn to sew soon. Oh, that's spectacular. One of the best skills one can have in their toolkit of life. Yep, there's no one wrong time. It's got its ups and downs. It helps to be all right with delayed gratification and knowing that things in the beginning probably just aren't going to look quite right. Well, you're going to open a boutique in the future. Fun. What kinds of things, or what do you want to make? I just stitch for mostly. I'm a selfish seamstress. It's all about me. It's mostly because I needed to make sure I looked good first, and finally, I think I might be on the right track. Some days we wear potato sacks and say fabulous. All right. Yeah, and then every machine is a little bit different. In theory, they all work the same. In practice, they got their quirks. All right, just a few more piles. Then this piece, then I'll be on pause. So I'll have to go through and press everything. But if I'm gonna do, okay, that's was my other idea. Instead of doing, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back to my original idea that I didn't talk about, and it'll be a surprise. I'm just gonna keep sewing this. Traditional women's clothing, primarily. That's popular. Probably that's popular. Oh, that helped. Knowing your market is definitely helpful. And what human doesn't want a well-fitted garment and well-made? You can almost get away with a poorly fitted garment if the construction is just impeccable. I'm sure others would, and really it should be both. in my humblest opinion. Some modern kind of designs as well. Awesome. It's nice to have garments that, because I was reflecting on this the other day, that it feels like a lot of modern garments are really just old-fashioned underwear that people forgot to put their clothes on. And I think that's something my grandma told me when she saw that I used to have these great little slip tops from the 80s. And one day I had a little cropped sweater on, all that white fluffy sweater, and the lace was showing, and my grandma was like, "Your underwear is showing." And I think it was extra because I think she was in the hospital. We were at the hospital when she told me this. I haven't thought about that in a long time. But yeah, I remember getting reprimanded because my grandma saw my underwear on the outside, and now so much garments and clothing literally are old-fashioned underwear that's not being covered appropriately. Not that I can say anything about this right now, because technically I too am still in my underwear, because I have my corset, I have my base layers, my corset, and a petticoat, but I don't have a dress on. But I've got a lot of layers. It just makes me laugh. Yeah, oh, and I put on, before the show, this is not the right undergarments, but that would be an interesting piece to look, a study of the importance of getting your clothes fit while wearing the undergarments you're going to wear under them, because changing that does mean something fits right or doesn't fit right or fits differently wrong than the other wrong version. I did. Yes, this is a free pattern. Is this? I think this is the Ralph Pink half-boned stays pattern. Way back, like 3 years ago, we stitched this over a couple of shows, many moons ago now. And this beauty, Brunhild, she's in bed right now, my white rotary hand crank with hand finishing, because I did cross stitching. Yeah, this is one of the first ones I made, and I'm quite pleased. But also, it helped that I didn't need to do too much alterations to the pattern. But I know it's got little skulls on it, and it's red on the inside, and it's super comfortable. Which, if one's undergarments aren't comfortable, then I'm sorry you're suffering. Yeah, yeah, we could just go for days. So I've got a different pattern to try to cut out and get pinned onto the mock-up fabric and get that cut. So stay tuned. Phoenix makes another corset. Woo! Who would have guessed? But I think for this one, I haven't used them yet. So now that we've figured out how to cut the sprung steel, that 1840s one is going to have sprung steel. Historically correct, probably not the plastic synthetic German boning, probably more But who knows, and I don't care. I'm the one who has to wear it, so I'm gonna make it and try something because I am gonna have a really long run on Sentence. I make a lot of them, but I do try to become acquainted with a new technique, a different material, and it just keeps me out of trouble. Why not wear hugs? To wear a hug or to not wear a hug? And I am going to have to say, I am camp hug wearing most days. It depends, well, on how much time I have. All right, now I'm just the babbling brook. Cats have had snacks, and that's good. This machine is a Singer 27 vertical shuttle, which is its interesting uniqueness. You don't know much about them. You got a traditional Singer sewing machine for now. That's all you need. I mean, your mom had it, so you took it from her. That's the best one. This is a Singer. My collection has 2 Singers and a white. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the older. I mean, this is my treadle machine. I sew with her a lot because I like this machine for streaming because I can sew and she's not too noisy because I don't like overly noisy. But my 101, she's a little noisier, but not terrible. You might get better after a few months. It is practice. It takes time. It's a lot of practice. I don't invest a lot in beginner material. I mean, yeah, no, I tend to forever now. I'm a big fan of thrift stores for fabric and notions. I built up quite a collection of both. Now I have to sew through them. Unless it's something very particular. You boys had snacks, and Loki did 6 through my legs and jumped up on the stool. The first 15 minutes, those were human snacks. I saw you walk over with them. Ooh. Oh. I'm excited. I was wondering. But yeah, and so much. The big thing, I was joking about this earlier, but it's actually not a joke. There's the camps of change your needle every time, and that's fine. However, I strongly encourage folks, take out your little brush, clean inside the bobbin mechanism for fluff, open up anything you can, make sure the dust is free, make sure it's oiled regularly, and if you're and the more, I think there was like old-fashioned tables somewhere, the more hours your machine has worked, it says there's recommendations for how frequently to oil to lubricate the moving parts. Your mom owns a fabric business, so you can get fabrics from that you are one lucky human. Well, then I retract everything I just said because I have inherited beautiful fabrics, and that would not be the worst nepotism I've heard of. Yeah, I have a fabric in my want list, but I'm pretty good with what I've accumulated thus far. Oh, thank you, dear. Should we sew this last block and then play with the water-soluble stabilizer and sew a spider web? Yes. I think that's what I'm going to do. because I'm not in a deadline for finishing this project. So it's my show and also what I want to. And we've stitched on this water soluble stabilizer, but this year's glow in the dark spider web hasn't happened yet, so I think it's time. So I'm gonna go out on a limb that you're new in sewing, but if fabric is the trade, you're not completely, there's vernacular and skills that you've probably acquired through osmosis. So you're also a lot of your aunts are tailors. They don't sew for others, mostly it's for themselves, but they were professionals once. Oh, they live so far away though. You can't take lessons from them. I am that is spectacular. Oh, this must have gotten wet and started to dissolve. I'm gonna not pretend that I know. Yeah, that. Oh, so much amazing skill. Well, that's what. Yeah, my grandma stitched. I didn't learn from her though. I just acquired a lot of her materials because nobody else wanted them. Yeah, I wish I had somebody to show me the good lessons for tailoring. Mine's been a lot of trial and error YouTube videos and studying traditional tailoring manuals for the time period and country I'm curious about. So recently I've gotten into I'm gonna not say this right. Let me pull up the name of this tailoring book. Oh, you know what, Phoenix? Just drop the link. I did myself some Mehendi. I I love tattoos and I like artwork in all its forms. So I sat yesterday and just oh, Phoenix, you can get closer. I just doodled flowers and teardrops. But I've been staying away from doing my hands because I wash them too much and yeah. I just wash it away too fast. I don't want this thread. We want glow in the dark thread. I know. I love the fabrics. Ugh, I've been learning about so many fabrics where the embroidery and like the different details come there, and then you just take the fabric to the tailor home and construct the whole rest of the garment. But the base ornamentation and details are there. And that's a culture of, we don't really have that here except for like in the Indian specialty fabric shops and um yeah, it's a henna, or I guess henna is the plant or the mixture, and then you can either get the dried powder and mix it up, or I've been just getting the pre-made cones that have, it's already like a paste in a little squirty tube. And yeah, the hard part is when it comes out and you have to you have to sit still and let it dry and then try not to move too much because it is, in essence, I'm staining my skin with the design. Giving a temporary tattoo. I was gonna get. I was wondering. Yeah, I'm trying not. Oh, so you know all those words. Then I'm sorry. I never know who I'm talking to in chat, so I. Okay, so actually, oh, you're good. Right. It's I like doing it. So here I am. But actually, okay, so then let me pull up this tailoring manual that I came across that you might be interested in because I've been interested. Well, I've been interested, so of course someone else is, but it's got some really. Where is it? Oh no, which. Hold on. Phoenix does know how to sew. No, I know how to stream. Let's see here. Not that tab. I type though. I came across there's an Indian tailoring manual that I've been studying that I thought it was it was interesting, but B I think I learned some stuff from it. Plus it's got a lot of the how to draft and learn how to do the traditional um different blouses and things. But of course, why close? Why was that doing that? Okay. This book. Okay. Copy, Control C, and very good. Control D. The link will pop up in just a second. You don't know your measures are going so. That's it. Could be me. It could be YouTube. I see sometimes the messaging on Rumble shows up faster. Yeah, this book shows all. It's got the Choli blouse. It's got a couple of other ones. Oh, I can here. I'll just pull up because that's I used a Oh, that's funny how the universe works. Where is it? There we go. I used one of the faux wear pant. I tried to make a Choli blouse. There's something it doesn't fit right. Partly I had to do the bust adjustment, but where the front shoulder seam sits very far forward. I know this, but I don't know. I'm gonna get back to it, but I yeah, seems like it's a classic book, and it's got a lot of the traditional styles and Western styles, and how to just learn how to take the measures and draw it because only I I'm so not, but I am amazed at the tailors who just take the fabric and the chalk and just mark everything out, and then everything just fits when you put it together. Oh, wonderful, Rico. Looks helpfully definitely going to read more of it later. Yeah, absolutely. I keep flipping through when I have a chance. I'm just going back through and studying different sections of it, and then trying to yeah. but it's got like the different pants and different styles. I mean, it's definitely not new. It's quite old fashioned, but the colors and certain things change, but then some stuff remains the same. I know one of my neighbor friends is from Punjab, and oh, did I say what I'm doing? I have glow-in-the-dark thread on my spool and water-soluble stabilizer in my hoop, and yeah, I'm just trying to draw sewing or straight lines and spider webs. You're from India, so you can definitely understand the YouTube videos on the blouse sewing as well, right? So you've got two materials to learn from. Yes, absolutely, because they're so different. There's so much stuff. I know. I keep my Instagram feed. I've just fascinated by the Indian sewing techniques and the just that there's so much. Yeah, I got it from Amazon. It glows green in the dark. I have a little bit of a blue one. These are one of the spider webs I made last year. This one glows in the dark, and then here's my all white one that's got my spider on it. Oh, maybe we should. Spider's magnetic. Oh, just got spider trapped in the corner right now. We don't need that. Yeah, it's very fine thread. It's kind of a pain in the fanny to stitch with, but I just needed to play. Yeah. Oh, right. 'Cause my neighbor friend, his family is in the embroidery trade. And I think his sister's a tailor, or owns a tailor shop. She's not the tailor. All the things. But so far I haven't sheared through the stabilizer, so that's good. It does feel like normal thread. Yeah, it's a very fine ply. But yep, feels like thread, sews like thread, is thread. It just glows in the dark, which makes it way cool. Okay, so I'm just starting by stitching the outlines for where I'm going to lay the spider web to do the interconnected sections. And because this is on water-soluble stabilizer and I need enough stitches, it needs to be able to hold its form, but if I leave a little bit of the gummy gluey stuff in there, it's gonna hold up on its own, so I don't need to be as careful as when we're doing cut work embroidery, for example. But just careful enough. Oh, now we're in the rhythm of it. I'm sewing nice stitches. That first pass was quite horrifically bad. Oh, no, India's on. I want to travel, but I have this thing. All the places to go. But the powers and magic of the interwebs, that I can be here and all sorts of fun folk can hang out and chit chat with me while I sew all sorts of ridiculous things. Might be clothes, Might be artwork. Might be both. Old-fashioned, new-fashioned. Oh. I heard something rubbing, and I was like, oh, that's... Oh, I want to give some tips for a beginner like me, how to be more confident when it comes to fitting of clothes. That is practice and taking good measurements. Taking good measurements, and if somebody's going to wear a Western bra or whatever their undergarments are, wear your underwear that you're going to wear your garment with to take the measures. Because I could unzip oh, okay, here. Actually, just for you. Let me demonstrate. So here is my not terribly stitched, but ill-fitted first attempt at this pattern company, what they're calling a choli top. But we can see, A, this is not the underwear I would be wearing under this garment, and B, something doesn't fit right. And I added a dart and tried to fix, but so this support makes my boobs look they don't exist. And I'm wearing too many layers. But here's the center boob. If I'm not the shoulder, so made the silver top with my measures, traced the pattern, made sure my seam allowances were what they were supposed to be. But it, partly because this is not the right underwear, it doesn't fit right, and B, something about it just doesn't fit right. And I don't like how the shoulder seam pulls forward. I want my shoulder seam to be at the top of my shoulder. And it's wrinkling and puckering. And something is not right. Ugh, and I'm missing a piece. So, practice. Be honest with your measurements. Don't squeeze it in too tight if you're putting on a couple pounds, or figure out how you're going to be able to adjust it if your shape changes. And practice. I've been sewing for myself for, I think, longer than you've been alive. But so I've had some time to live with myself and learn. But all of the old drafting manuals, there is a section. Oh, in the book, in the first little bit of that book, there's written instructions for how to take the measures and to figure out like how long the shoulder is, or does the person hunch forward, or are you like really punched forward, or heaven forbid you get to have the corpulent trouser pattern. Oh, what a funny word. And one of the other things I had the misfortune of learning firsthand, but I prefer check your measuring tapes against something that it's less likely to shift over time, because I've had a couple of measuring tapes get stretched out over time, so they don't measure true anymore. So that was a thing, and yeah, it's like taking good measures, and then the next part of being true with your measures, whether you're going to make a paper pattern or you're measuring directly onto the fabric. So like make sure the end of the wooden rulers hasn't been chewed on or like scraped up. It is that is one of the most fundamental things. And then figuring out, is your measuring tape true, and don't pull too tightly because that'll make it small. And then if things are small, then you get your pants on and you're like, why don't these fit? I thought I took my measures correctly. Well, you need to give yourself just a little room to breathe and move. But yeah, I've used those tools, and then I regularly will double check because my measures have not stayed exactly the same over time. So sometimes I have a season where things fit, and then other times they don't fit. Okay, before I do the next line, since we got some newcomers here, let me just show you what I've stitched thus far. So I've got water-soluble stabilizer that I think is some like LG thing. And there's the glow-in-the-dark thread on the top. I've got regular thread in the bobbin. And we're just sewing the spokes, and then we'll stitch it together so it looks like a spider web. Oh, Rico, you're too scared. You're very scared about making the cloth too tight or too loose. It is yeah, ill-fitted in a way that you're unable to understand what's wrong with the fitting. Yep, so sometimes I've gotten myself into trouble by not paying attention to the grain and the bias. So like sometimes it's just on the wrong. I have something on the bias that should have been on the grain, and I'm like, why isn't this fitting? And I wonder, that sounds like when you take the measures right and it doesn't. Yeah, make sure if you know the grain line, so the way the weaving goes up and down is going to be more taut, versus if you get it on the diagonal, it's going to stretch more. So that every time you handle it, it just starts to stretch and gets funny. So that can be a problem. And then also, for a lot of things, I mean, I don't know if they do that for the longa skirts. If I'm afraid to say words lest I say them not correctly, but the fancy paneled skirts, I guess they're cut on the straight. So sometimes you need to cut something and then I let it hang overnight to let the fabric rest. And then I'll stitch it. So yeah, sometimes it's the material, and sometimes I've just made like bad fabric choices. Something that's too stiff and I need it to be floaty or stretchy, or I need something to be, or vice versa. But oh, let's see here. Yeah, you know about them. In my language, they're called Lana and Bana. Oh, Tana and Bana, the vertical and horizontal one. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Miss Rico. Thank you, Rico, for helping me learn I learned something new today. Oh, you're so scared of what someone gives me a fabric whose weaving is messed up, right? Yep, then you just have to do a little magic and take a deep breath. And as much as I dislike doing it, sometimes core things can be much improved with good pressing skills, and that is a skill I had to learn to become friends with and truly understand and appreciate the value of that step and why you can't underestimate it or overlook it. Yeah, it'll be okay. You'll just make sure you get clothe yourself, practice, because then it's easier to practice how to measure for other. I mean, measuring myself is way harder. But you can do it because everybody needs clothes. Tailors will always be needed. All right, now I'm curious. Which language? Because I know there's so many, and it's not just Hindi and Punjabi. Yeah, I'm getting all tongue-tied in my face. Though I heard if I leave 1 inch extra of the fabric while cutting with tilted or messed up weaving, it might be okay. Haven't tried that yet. Maybe someday, right? You'll have to try that and then let me know how that worked. But that does make sense. Plus, it gives you more room to work with in the seam allowance. If they need to let the garment out at some time, they've got a bigger they have some fabric to work with, but I'm gonna have to remember that, because sometimes in my buying not new fabric, sometimes things are funny. I think I'm gonna make these first 2 a little bit longer, and maybe I'll do another spoke. I'm gonna look in my stash for some messed up fabric so I can try that. I'm also notorious about not being good at leaving enough seam allowance, so that could be helpful. Now, what I'm really scared, if I could find some of the little mirrors to stitch mirrors down with the machine, because I have the right tools except for the mirrors, but I've not been sitting down to practice that skill. Because everything is like a master craft in and of itself, and I don't have access to a beautiful silk and fabric shops like in India. Oh, if only my mom had sold me to the gypsies like she threatened. Alright, I'll stop laughing at bad jokes to myself. You speak Hindi, English, some Japanese. My goodness, your dad taught me you can pretty much understand every language to some extent, including Punjabi. That is spectacular. I only poorly speak one language, and sometimes I can pretend in Spanish. Much better at hearing, because I heard other languages when I was growing up and couldn't speak, but I had a sense. Oh, good. That is helpful. Oh, now my stitches are really bad. Something's off in our tension, but I'm under My thread is not under the right pressure here, but let's try this again. Oh, how interesting the world works, because I keep delving into Indian tailoring techniques, and I'm not from Canada. I am from Canada's relative to the south, but I grew up close to Canada. I've been to Canada, but nope. American, I am. That's it. There are a lot of Punjabis there. Yes. Yes, they are. No, my friend is from Punjab, but he's Hindi. He's not a Sikh. But I am on the far side of the Pacific Ocean is a bird's flight away over some mountains. But yeah, somehow I was like watching videos and people were complaining about Westerners using Indian stylings and techniques. And it's so hard in this world of I don't know. I'm not trying to take over anything. I didn't do any religious symbols. I left my hands clean. I just like to play and draw. And that I just like the ritual of sitting and doing it and having to be calm also is helpful for me, so I don't know. But I also try to go by the rules of thirds. I'm gonna make a third of people horribly upset and mad, and they'll never want to have anything to do with me ever again. A third will be neutral, and a third will be like, yeah, that Phoenix. Not the weirdest person I've ever come across. So I found that to be very a helpful perspective. Because then there's always people who will say nice things and then just as quickly turn around and be the nasty ones. So just keep it all in perspective. So now I'm doing our satin stitch over the connector web sections. And then we'll have a spider web. Should we stitch a spider onto this web? I guess we'll find out when we get this part done. Because I haven't decided yet. Because usually sometimes I know exactly what we're gonna sew, and sometimes I don't. Alright, spider web. What's wrong? No, we're fine. I don't know. Oh, it's me. These old machines, the problem is never the machine. It's always me. This machine can do nothing wrong. See, it's me. I somehow got completely tangled in my threads weirdly. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's see here, Rico. Yes, some influencers claimed Indian attire to be European or something, so people are quite angry about it. Oh, right, calling the dhoti the Scandinavian scarf. And yeah, that drama pop online so fast. It really does. Yes, it makes it pop so much faster. And it's like so much stuff. Yeah, I I've been influenced by so much in my life. Like I have learned I to the unless I really effed up, I try to stay away from religious stuff, iconography of any religion. But outside of that, I'm curious, how would this look on me? What is this color gonna do? I like that material. So yeah. Yeah, that's where I've come to, but yeah, I have three of them. This is Freya. She Oh, Herbert Loki's. If you want to see the best pictures at like 20 minutes in, at the towards the first 15-20 minutes of the show, all the cats made an appearance when they had snackies. Okay, Freya Frufers. Yeah, all right. Let me adjust this curtain and see if I can get Loki to come visit. Loki. Oops. Oh, hello, Freya Frufers. Freya Frufers, people would like to see you. Oh, you've been outside. You're dirty. Hello. Oh, sorry, Miss Freya. Me too. Her brother Loki is on the floor over here. He's fluffy. And then the little guy Baloo is outside having a little run around. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Our neighbor named him Baloo. And I'm probably saying that wrong, but yes, she's a Norse goddess, and she knows it. And her brother's named after a trickster. So what? Loki, are you singing for us? Loki, no. But I usually just call him Little Man. Baloo is the golden child, and he is. Yeah, so now I'm just stitching little connector lines between the long spokes. And it starts to look web-shaped. Oh, you want to listen to the story of how you got them? Oh, that's okay. So, Loki and Freya came to live with us. They were from the pound. In the special cat room. They were itty bitty. And then Baloo was one of the local street cats who and our friend and the dove found him wandering around, and they thought he was gonna live over next door, but between the little man and the doggo, they weren't gonna be the best. He wasn't gonna be a good cat dad. He's more of a doggo dad to Leo. So Yup, then little man Baloo moved in with us. And that's how they came to be here. And yep, not the most exciting story, but they're funny. Loki and Freya, it was at Christmas time when we got them from the shelter, and their original names were Mary and Joseph, and I was like, that's weird. I don't. Yeah, I think they need new names. So we gave them new names. And the one who lives outside, who's thinking about, well, there's one who lives outside that we're keeping an eye on, and their name is Oreo. Because I name all the outside cats. They have food names, so Luna Marbles is not. There's Oreo, Rocky Road, Reese's Pieces, and Moon Pie. They've all got sweetie names. Maybe I should name one Halva. I'll keep that one in reserve. Oh, good. They're starting to see the spider web taking shape. Oh, there's Loki. Hello, Big Fluff. He's such a sweet kitty. But he's extra fluffy and hates to be brushed, which is kind of a problem. Oh, thank you, Rico. So lucky. There's only dogs who runs to bite me in my neighborhood. Oh, that sounds terrible. And doubly terrible because I'm kind of scared of dogs sometimes. I'm scared. They scare me. Yeah, I'd much rather have outside cats running around outside than dogs. Oh, thank you. They are such cute names. People here just name them based on how they look like or something funny. I think that's how my friend named him Billu. Because unless he's been telling me lies, but he said Billu was Hindi for boy. So I believed him, but maybe he was lying to me. I don't think so, but yep, that's how that one got his name. The door's open. He's outside running around, getting some sun. But yep, they're good company. Oh, I'm sitting up. I need to sit up straight, or else my legs get sore. Oh, like Blackie Brownie and the white one. Yep, yeah, that makes sense. That he named him the boy. Yep. My cat's name is the boy. The golden boy. It's more funny in Hindi, I'm sure. Yup, that's why I try to make sure. Well, I call him Billu, or I just call him Shithead because he's a troublemaker. But yep. I know my Hindi's is very limited. But I am practicing a little, or I at least can figure out some food things, because I know Chana is not the same thing as Word. But, Phoenix, you're just a silly American. I just get excited to talk to people from different places because I've only been some places, but places fascinate me. And really, I just want to go touch fabric in India. It is like on my bucket list. Touch, don't, Phoenix, be honest. You want to just buy fabric. Oh. All is good. All is good. Oh, we're not doing too shabby. Oh, things are picking up. Yep, it's a typical Wednesday. Oh, it's really late there. Aren't you? You are not. Are you a night owl? I need my beauty sleep. Okay. Oh. Stitched so many stitches, I got a little tear in the fabric, but good thing it doesn't matter because we'll just stitch to connect it. There. Problem solved. Problem? What problem? Oh. Oh, interesting. You were thinking about learning how to sew abayas like the ones the Muslim people wear. You're not religious or anything, but allergic to the damn sun. Fear. Yeah, that's a tough one. At least in the Western countries, we've got some technical fabrics that have UV protection in there. I don't know if I would want to be covered up that much, but just finding the balance. You haven't been out since months since you can't wear heavy jackets. It's quite hot here. Yeah. Oh, you've got the literal sun allergy. That is sucky. Isn't silk got some or that's more thermoregulating for the temperature? What? Huh. Sounds like you could use a parasol, but that's probably not enough either. Oh, when you get to enjoy the outside, may it be good. Yeah, that's what you were thinking. Yeah, because my head was like white sari with a white parasol. And just keep everything covered. Maybe with like a light silk long sleeve shirt and a reflective color, a light color. Like sweet yellow shade. Because I think the weight of the abayas would be so heavy. I don't know. Actually, no, I do know. I don't submit to that, and I won't willingly wear that. But I realize that's a me choice. Oh, right, Rico, you don't want to wear that much, but you still want to look cute. Right, yes. Yeah, so what about like something long sleeves, light colored, lightweight? Sounds like you need more silk. Because, yeah, those abayas are definitely not cute. But if it's, I don't know, you do what you need to do. So I know sometimes I will go out with my hair covered too for practical purposes and this, that, and the other thing. Just things seem too much under pressure in too many places, but we're here to stitch. Today, the Sunday show, we air grievances. Okay. Oh, yes, Rika, but I hate when the cloth, touches you too much. Silk is touchy, like it bounces on my skin too much. Yeah, this is true. Maybe not a sari weight, something with a little bit more weight to it, because, yeah, that's true. It is floopy. You mean you haven't touched all the fabrics at the warehouse to find one that felt nice and that was going to do the job? I'm sorry. Wow, that made me sound like a huge brat, but yeah. Oh, but you know what is not? I have some like silk brocade that's a little bit has got more structure to it, because not some of it's, not all of it's like tissue. Some of it's got more structure and isn't that touchy. But yeah, I just like to touch all the fabric. Please, just let me go around so I can touch everything. Hey, Loki Fluff. Oh, yeah, you've been outside. You can't be... Oh, sorry, baby. Oh, you did, but there's so many options, but nothing feels quite right. Oh, that is a bummer. You know, I would probably go and take little swatches of the things that were like almost close enough so I could have them, and then see like, all right, what is this? Because sometimes you can get a different weight of something. But oh, you love cotton, but it's too tight, too light. Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. Cotton is nice. I like it, but sometimes I don't like when cotton gets wet and it's too sticky and against my skin. That I don't like. I like some I like my lightweight wools, my little light mohair sweaters. I do wear that all the time. All year round. Oh man, I think I might call this spider web done. We sewed some blocks. Just finished stitching this year's glow-in-the-dark spider web. We've got new folks in the chat, which is awesome. The circus grows internationally. Let me pull this up. I think this might be my last stitch for today's show, because I have gremlins in my stomach that are kind of getting grouchy. But let us look at this. Hello, spiderweb. And I'll do a little bit more stitching on the rest of this piece. We'll dissolve it. Oh, we'll have to do the dissolving of the water-soluble stabilizer live on camera sometime. But on that note, thank you everybody who stopped by the show. It's been amazing. If folks don't mind hitting some buttons, that would be super great. I will be back at the machine on Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then again on Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more sewing, cats, and shenanigans. Have a great day, everybody. Don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. And what's my other one? Oh, that's right. Don't wait till tomorrow when you could be fabulous today. All right. Thank you, everybody. Be amazing. I will see you on the next time. All right. I'm not going to keep this ending going anymore. All right. Bye.